Panasonic arrived in DeSoto, Kansas. That town has grown. We've talked about this a lot over the last year. So has support for local businesses and restaurants because there's a lot more people coming there to work.
And they need some places to eat and shop. And as we've covered the changes there, we've heard how more options for those two things are really something people want to see. KSHB 41 News reporter Olivia Acree has been on top of this. She's been talking to people in DeSoto and tells us what the Chamber of Commerce is doing to try to bring in new business to the city. Olivia, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Well, it was first at our DeSoto Let's Talk that I heard from people who live there about what the limited dining options are. For a town of more than 6,000 people, they really only have a handful of places. I think this is showing more. It's showing coffee shops, other places. But to sit down and eat, not a lot of options. But as the city grows, I heard from the chamber about how they're trying to change that.
DeSoto is a city filled with small-town charm, but has been feeling big-time growth since Panasonic arrived.
Traditionally, we've had a lot of homegrown restaurant businesses in the community, but as we've seen real job growth, we've seen that continue to grow and to expand.
Jobs from the Panasonic plant and soon Merck Animal Health are drawing thousands to the area. Chains like Burnt End Barbecue and Jimmy John's have joined local staples like JT's Grill and KJ's Pizza. But a local business owner says it's still not enough.
We definitely need more, I would say, sit-down restaurants.
Sherelle Witt owns Oasis Nutrition, a place to stop for an iced tea, not a full meal, but she still sees the demand.
We get a lot of the workers that come in, and so our business has increased exponentially.
Sales tax revenue in DeSoto jumped more than 80% last year. Now the chamber is looking at ways to bring more dining options.
To be here and provide day-to-day options, to meet people's needs is what we're striving for.
Even though the city can support it, doesn't mean there's a place to put it.
There are not a lot of available properties or spaces for businesses to locate, so that we need more developers building additional space.
The restaurants here now are well loved, but Witt thinks more options could give people a reason to stick around.
The more options people have, the more draw it's going to have for them to want to live out here, stay out here, but also, spend their dollars out here.
It's not only restaurants that the chamber is working on bringing to the city. Since Panasonic, a dentist and an eye doctor have come to town, and next is a women's health clinic. So overall, they're just building more rooftops that help the quality of life for people living there.
The sales tax going up 88%?
88%.
That's wild.
Yeah, 2024.
What about bring us your ideas? As the chamber obviously the chamber's trying to manage all this at once. It's a good problem to have. How much do they want people to come and say, hey, we need this still? Or do they say, hold on a second, what's it like right now?
They would love that. They'd like to hear from developers and restaurants maybe in the Kansas City area that are interested in branching out on what that could look like in DeSoto. But one thing that's really important that Tim said was that they wanted to have that same kind of small local vibe that the DeSoto has in a lot of the restaurants now.
Yeah.
They don't want to lose that while they grow.
Right.
It's a tough line to walk.
It is.
It is.
All right.
Wow.
Olivia, thank you very much.